The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Big crowd outside the line won't even move. When someone walk in and out, the new passport in their hand. I pour it sweat in their serviette. Boy, tell me what you do. He say, tip, tip, tip. What? Everybody want tip. If you want to get some service, you know you better tip. Tip, tip, tip. Everybody want tip. If you want to get good service, you know you gotta tip. Now them hotel workers just brag about their tips. Try to take it away or touch their bed and march on you.
Good yawning this morning and welcome back to Guardian Radio 96.0 for fresh news, smart talk all day. It is Friday the 18th of March 2022 and welcome to On the Clock with Erin, Greene. Got a full day with you today. It is Sports Friday and that means I have my good friend Mr. Eric Sawyer III in the studio.
Good morning.
I brought him back here again to learn me some things about sports. He has, very, I think, wisely suggested to me that my womanish perspective on sports may be slightly askew. And I tell him, man, this is just how I do sports. But I let him learn me a thing or two today. One thing I do know is this. Tom Brady is a Bahamian. And I told you all that.
Why you say that?
Because he's out of retirement. It's like he saw the price of gas go up, and he's like, you know what? I only drinking beer this week, man. I could go back.
Well, there's a meme that said, Tom Brady, after listening to his wife's day, every day for the last 41 days, decided, but you know what?
I could go back to work.
What she got going on in the day, I'd rather risk severe head injuries
than to deal with that all day.
And to deal with that all day.
I bet you they get children, too, because when you're rich, your children don't leave home.
Exactly.
They just leave that wing, and they go into their own wing in the house.
Every child has its own personal wing.
Yeah. In fact, I imagine Tom Brady wrote them a letter and said, dear sirs, please, for the love of God.
Take me back.
I will do anything. Anyway, let's get into this show. Good morning, KB. Good morning, KB. I had become accustomed to your smile, but I don't see you no more. Please make some more music for us, KB. Good morning to my friend, the beautiful woman who sells newspapers on Nassau Street. Look here. I need all of y'all to say good morning to her because she is the reason why I calm down in the morning or every morning as I slow down approaching the school. It don't matter if it's late because little children go to school no matter what time it is. We slow down and she's always there with a good morning, a hail, a smile, to remind me of the best things about the Bahamas and being a Bahamian. So good morning to you. And good morning to Ziva Rose Farms. I heard that you made a donation to the Billney Lane Children's Home. And I just want to say thank you. On behalf of all the little children's them and all of us that care about them, thank you for that donation. Well, there's plenty things in the news, Mr. Sawyer. Let me just start. I just got two more things before we get going.
Okay.
Well, look here, y'all. There's plenty of things in the news, but I come here today to talk sports. I need y'all to know that. But I got a quick message here. Now, guys, the Papal Track Wellfield Earth Village Forest, home for 17% of all the flora, that's like flowers and things, in the Bahamas. A variety of insects, birds, and other animals like curly-tailed lizard continues to be illegally decimated. Please join the Earth Village team on Saturday, March the 19th at 10:30 a.m. on Saunders Beach Park as they march to this protected area to stop the destruction. So if you're an environmentalist, if you're concerned about what's going on in the Bahamas, give Earth Village Forest a call, reach out to Terry Miller, ask him what's going on and how you could support. Because look here, Mr. Sawyer, you remember when we was little trying to catch curly-tailed lizards?
I do remember. Like you catch them, then you got to hold them down with a magnifying glass. You know, got to be the sun. And
No, I mean, that's not that
wait,
part. No, just
yeah.
the catching them part.
Oh, yeah.
What I found fascinating about curly-tailed lizards, right, is like when you catch them and they know they catch, they drop their tail and run away. And you think you have a lizard in your hand.
And you just got a wet spot.
Lizard gone. Lizard gone. We got to protect these things. And let me tell you why. Because they smarter than we think. Like, we think we are the know-all and we're the end of all knowledge. That God sent us here to dominate the earth, right? Say have dominion. Don't mean dominate, you know. But we think we're the smartest.
Mm-hmm.
And every day, the animals around me be showing me, miss, you little smart, but you ain't as smart as me, right? The pot cakes, they know where the food is. They have their route. They know where the other dogs is. The raccoon know where all the food is, right?
All the fruits, yeah. And they know how to pick it. And leave it.
I catch a Caribbean dove, and Dr. Ancelino Davis told me what the other one is. They call it a poor man Joe, right? It's like a green heron. That's what they call it, poor man Joe, because he wear a hat. I catch the two of them in my backyard eating. This time I trying to catch dilly off my tree, and they eating. These animals dead smart, man. And we'd learn a thing or two if we pay attention to them. I think that is, and then one more story, Mr. Sawyer. This one was interesting.
Okay.
Defense Force officers in Grand Bahama rescued a group of migrants on the water. And we want to just say that we're glad that they're safe, right? Initially, the migrants apparently claimed that they were Ukrainian, right? And then later, once in custody, they revealed that they are actually from the state of Georgia, not the state of Georgia, the jurisdiction of Georgia, the country of Georgia.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just want to ask them, are you all Bahamians?
I mean, they reach far, quick.
Yeah, on a boat.
Yeah, they get here quick.
Fast. First of all, we're just happy that you're safe.
Yeah, always.
Second of all, I want to remind Bahamians that we're going to have this attitude with all the migrants we find at sea. Because ain't nobody is getting a boat and go jump on the ocean and go sail to somewhere they don't know for fun. Okay? And especially if they can't swim. So I'm not saying we're just saying yes to wholesale undocumented migration.
Yeah, just keep them safe and,
Yeah, let's check our attitudes when we're interacting and encountering people who feel so desperate for survival that they'll get on a boat and just go jump in the ocean to leave where they are.
Anything is better than where they just came from.
Because look here, I wouldn't even walk across Dowswell Street in the rain because I don't know what's in that water.
Whoa.
So let's, let's remember that. Now, Mr. Sawyer.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of local news going on.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about the annual Invitational Softball Panorama Slow Pitch Tournament?
No, I did not.
Well, 4 big Junkanoo groups are going to compete. There's an open home run derby challenge. And I think what I'm most excited about is the Junkanoo musical standoff.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Well, the Saxons win, but go on.
Because why?
Go on.
Well, I forget I was a Saxon. I'm going to fight you just now. I forget I is a Saxon. Well, I was a spirit. Scrap grouper forever. But the 4 groups are the Genesis Warhawks, the Saxons,
Always.
the Valley Boys,
Yeah.
and then a new group called the Gamers. Now, I wasn't sure what their full name was. I didn't want to make a mistake because I see a logo, right? It's the ASU Gamers. Anyways, the Papal A.
A sure win.
That's a Shore Win. A Shore Win Gamers.
Okay.
So these are the 4. Who is the Shore Win Gamers? You heard about them before?
No, but I mean, I know who would be the CEO
of a Shore Win.
Yeah, Shore Win, yeah.
Well, Shore Win Gamers, I just need y'all to know that y'all got plenty chafing coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
How y'all could just jump up and call y'all self a big team. Y'all knew.
An A group.
You knew it in the spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are mainly white people and expats and, mixed race Bahamians. And, yeah, we still better than y'all. Y'all got a lot to prove.
Yeah.
And so that's happening this Saturday. Admission is $5. And I think that's going to be something fun for people to go out and take part in. Home Run Derby. And that is a good thing because 4 Bahamians are in Major League Baseball spring training. They are Mr. Jazz. Let's see. These players include...
Jazz is in the... Well, his father, whose name is also Jazz.
Okay.
Is a good friend of mine.
All right.
He looked just like his daddy.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wait, look here. That's the thing, eh?
Yeah, man. Jazz had him early in life, but,
Yeah.
still did his best to make sure that his son got where he needed to go.
Absolutely. And that's what it is, doing your best. And don't worry about what your best is. Just know that your children know when you're trying hard on their behalf. And that's what matters to them. Washington Nationals infielder Lucius Fox Jr., who enjoyed a short stint in the big leagues with the Kansas City Royals last season, and Tanaj Thomas of the Pittsburgh Pirates and Chavez Young of the Toronto Blue Jays. So I say congratulations to you guys. Do well. And like the old folks say, listen, 9 o'clock, pee and go to bed. Very simple.
Very, very
That rule
simple.
has carried
It's
me
easy.
far in life.
Yeah, pee and go to bed.
Because you got everything you need in your room. Trust that. Everything is in that room. Just go to bed and say your prayers. Also, 5 to take part in Belgrade, Shanae Miller-Weibo, Devin Charlton, Antonique Strawn, and then the only male, Donald Thomas and Megan Moss. They are all competing in Belgrade, coming up soon. I'm going to say congratulations to you guys for qualifying.
Always.
Do your best. There'll always be a beer waiting for you when you come home. And I smile because you're an athlete. I know you don't drink beer. It's a good role model for these people.
Yeah, they come in threes as well.
That's something, eh? It's gold, silver, bronze. I can't even get there. You know, I can't even drink a whole beer.
Condolences.
I'm telling you, I can't even drink a whole beer.
Condolences.
Sadness. Anyway, more top news. South Beach pools have opened back up.
I saw that, yes.
Yes. I think
Now we just keep it clean.
absolutely.
It's definitely a good training ground for our future swimmers.
Exactly, right?
And they on their way. Where are they going? Carifta? Is Carifta they going?
Yeah, they're going to Carifta. Carifta is in April. And so this weekend just passed, they had some trials at, I think, the Betty Kelly Swim Complex. Bahamas Aquatics ratified 36 members.
Yeah, man, one of them is my boy.
Yeah?
One of the fellas on the... Well, I mean, he's my young brethren, but...
Yeah.
That's my boy, little cousin.
Yeah.
But from birth, I know him, yeah. Caleb is 13 now,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, but 13. He qualified. Trust me, he did.
Good. Some of the young people who have qualified: Marvin Johnson, Nigel Forbes, Donald Saunders II, Rachel Lundy, Celeste Gibson, and Renishka Gibbs. Now I'm putting all of y'all, the 2022 Carifta swim team, on high alert because Prince William and Princess Kate are coming, Eric, and I am going to put together a team of synchronized bubblers for a display when they come. We got synchronized swimming in the Olympics, but we got to bring something to them that is uniquely Bahamian. And the first thing is you got to know how to swim to bubble properly. And I think that's where people make the biggest mistake.
Yeah, because if you can't swim, then your bubbling is actually drowning.
Yeah, there you go. And that ain't gonna make it. That's why it's so important that we opening up the South Beach pool, right?
Yeah, that's a great training ground, man.
And
For
did you
those that
know
may not have made it at the trials? Well, continue to train.
Exactly. And you have now the South Beach pool, Fox Hill Community Pool, and Minister Boleg indicated that they are presently working on reopening a pool in Jubilee Gardens. Right?
What do you mean? Where the rainwater settles there by the...
No, I haven't been to inspect the site myself, but the minister said this. I can read it, man.
I don't know where that is. Okay.
From the article, there's also a pool located in Jubilee Gardens that Boleg said they will be looking at to renovate and allow the residents to be able to utilize. So now that you've made that point, I just want to say to the ministry, please get permission to use to open it up to the public.
And don't try to throw a party in the pool, man.
Yes.
People always have foam, fat, this, that, next thing, but
Yeah.
supposed to be the community pool.
Right. And so that's another big thing. This pool is not for money-making exercise. It's not for wet and wild. This ain't for no nighttime adult activity. And if you think you're going to use this pool for that, if somebody rent it to you, you're responsible for cleaning it,
Oh, yeah.
getting all the foam out.
Oh, yeah.
And you're responsible for picking up the garbage.
Every morsel.
Listen, I know what you're saying. A facility that is open to the public should be outfitted with the requisite number of trash bins to ensure that the site will always be manageable, right?
Everybody likes to throw it in the garbage and say, Jordan, and see if it go in.
Yeah,
and
you-
then if it doesn't, you don't want to go pick
You
it
might
up.
as well say Erin, because you ain't hitting that shot, buddy. You ain't hitting that. But this is a good thing.
Yeah.
This is a good thing. And I know we ain't come here to talk about the national sports debate, but I can give you a bye. I now that Kate and William are coming to compete against each other in the mini regatta, I think we do need to interrogate why we think sailing should be the national. And the opening of the pools and the commentary around it is the issue. Despite the fact that we're in an archipelago, how many people have full access to the water? And that don't mean you could get in your car and drive there or get on a bus and get there, but that you know how to swim. You have rescue and safety skills. You understand the water, right? And so we got a lot of thinking to do and consideration before we choose what that national sport is. But congratulations to the Carifta teams and to the young athletes that didn't make it, like Mr. Sawyer say. Just keep
training.
swimming. Just keep swimming. That's what Dory say, right? Just keep swimming.
man.
Just keep swimming. Now, you've been
Now.
following BAISS? I mean, I know QC's not in it, so why would you follow it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
People like to call it the SAC Invitational, you know,
Yeah,
and that's fine. Because, you know, the old motto is there are two types of people in the world.
yeah,
Those that went to SAC and those that wish they did.
yeah. And
But I live by the motto.
Yeah.
There are two types of people in the world.
yeah,
Those that went to SAC and those that are glad that they never did.
I agree. I mean,
culture
when I say I
things,
agree, what I mean is, good morning, all the Sackers out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah.
love y'all.
Yeah, we love you all. But, you know,
And we love
if,
the rivalry.
if you have been to university,
Yeah.
college, even a community college.
Yeah.
Hey, if you took an online course, it's more important than your high school alma mater. Jesus Christ.
Man, Mrs. Sawyer, I got to bring you in midweek to have that discussion, man. Because for some people, like high school, that time of their life, that's...
Yeah, they peaked. Yeah, they
I
peaked
mean,
then.
I wouldn't say it like that, right? But
Well,
that's the most profound part of their life.
Well, I did. They peaked then. And since then, it's been one downward spiral.
And we don't really see it because, like in the U.S., in the Bahamas, we don't pay attention to sports in the U.S. and around the globe at that high school level, right?
That's true.
But if you live in the U.S., especially if you play in football, if you live in the U.S.,
Oh, that's a big thing, man. Oh, yeah, man. You know, but I was all state.
yeah, I mean,
All-state is a big thing.
you could be a big star, right? And so I think we get like cross culture going on here, where we sort of in our heads we live like Americans, but in the reality things just don't line up. What's that? I give Sackers that.
But it's so annoying.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, but they have to be because they're not from QC.
Right.
They're not a Comet.
No.
I mean, you're not a Comet either, right?
A
you-
part of me was.
But you's good people.
I was there for a minute.
All right. Producer, we got a caller on the line. Let's check that caller. I think I took a little long. Good morning, caller. You're on the clock.
Erin,
Hey,
Erin, how you doing?
good.
Sawyer boy,
Hey,
how are you, man?
I'm well.
When you put no things again, man, I miss you. Why you have me missing you, man? Every time I look forward, that's my devotion, a portion of my devotion.
Thank you, sir.
Man, Sawyer
Thank you
boy.
very much. Well, I right here, man. I can't complain.
Man, when you put out some stuff for me,
I will.
You be doing morning devotionals?
you and sometimes when I finish doing my devotion course, when I finish doing my devotion, I go to one of Sawyer boy. Sawyer boys make me laugh, man.
Now, look here. Dear caller, let me show you a vibe. Never before have I been able to say, right,
Boy, you show me why. Don't forget
that I know
right.
two Sawyer boys.
Why?
But you talking about my next man. You can cause me get in trouble. You know
you're
that
talking
song
about
by
my cousin.
Avi called Bad Sweetheart?
Sawyer's my man.
But this Sawyer the third, this Eric
Sawyer
Sawyer the third.
So
Yeah.
that's the one I hear. This one who's be on What's Up. That's my man.
That's
So
what
that's
I
a
know.
different Sawyer boy.
Oh, what you mean? Oh, that's you?
Yeah, but that's my cousin.
You don't put a nut in that.
No,
This-
I'm a guy that knows
Good thing you
sports.
play that up. Okay, so there. I thought Aaron was joking. No, Aaron, like that put a short humor on me.
Yeah, but you know this junior from senior Sawyer.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from the spot. You see him on Cable Bahamas.
No, I don't know. I
Don't-
know
don't say
my
what you was
Sawyer boy.
watching.
What my Sawyer boy's first name is?
Tamiko.
Miko. Yeah, that's my boy, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I Sawyer boy got you mixed up.
No problem.
You
man.
you almost caused me get divorced, sir. Gosh. Anyway, thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much for calling. All right, so BAISS is happening yesterday and today, right? It's a shortened event. I think they're doing all 8. They're doing 8 events, and they're only doing finals, right? They're
Right.
doing-
Yeah.
But you could go out today and support the students. There's a small fee to get in. Go support them secondary school, private school students in the
You
first
never know.
event.
You never know where that could take them.
Right. And that's a part of it, right? The culture of the sport. It's not just what the athletes doing, but it's that energy in the when they go to compete. And are we as a community and as a country prepared to provide that part of the process, a part of the space for them? Right? It's like with basketball and football. A big part of the game is the stadium
Fans.
and fan interaction. A big part of a team's defense is how them fans carry on behind the board in basketball and behind the uprights in football, right? And we've seen fans change the course of a game,
Easily.
right? And so it's up to us. And for the GSSSSSSSSE, the government...
Triple SC.
Yeah, basically the government secondary school sports association is hosting their meet on Saturday, and you could go out to support them as well. There's a small fee. Please go out and pay the fee,
Yeah, it's only like $5.
right? And it's limited seating, and it's $3 for students who are not participating, $5 for adults.
Yeah, that's
They need this. And also, let me tell you this. Don't be jumping on nobody bandwagon once they hit the Olympics,
Oh, we famous for that.
right? When you could have been in the stadium in New Providence.
Supporting them from the break.
There you go. There you go. So I just wanted to throw that out there, especially since we got the story with all our track athletes going to Belgrade for that big event. Now, Mr. Sawyer, I had a couple more stories, but I think it's time for you to teach me some. I know Yolette McPhee, McEwen, and the old Miss Lady Rebels are in March Madness. They made it.
NCAA, yeah.
Yeah, they secured the 7th seed in the women's basketball tournament this year.
And they should do very well.
Right. The only other couple things I want to mention is, did you see that game, the Lakers against the Minnesota Timberwolves this week?
Yeah. The Lakers season is all but done.
Did you see Westbrook? I mean, did you see the air? I don't know. Did you see where the air ball went?
They're probably still looking for it.
Because that's the highlight of the game.
Yeah.
I have never seen such disrespect on a basketball court before.
Yeah, they
If they was playing in the Bahamas,
big boys out.
yeah, I want to tell these Hoops in Paradise, bringing NBA down here. Look here, y'all don't be that disrespectful in the Bahamas.
Yeah, no, you can't do that here.
Because I mean, Westbrook, we know you miss it. I mean, you missed the whole court. Westbrook.
Yeah, and he's the point guard
Yeah.
at that. You know, that means he's in charge of holding the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Distributing the ball to the players, not the fans.
yeah, Westbrook, you just lucky it's not a Bahamian on your team.
Yeah, they'd throw it right back there.
Yeah, because like Buddy Hield and DeAndre Ayton, they be scoring. In fact, Buddy Hield this week they lost to Atlanta. It seems like whenever Buddy and DeAndre they play well, the team can't pull it together around them.
Yeah,
It seems.
that was a game that was many Bahamians were at that game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, the prime minister, the deputy, some chiefs and some actors at that same game.
That same Atlanta game.
Yeah,
Well, then now we know why you perform. But we know why you perform because you was a professional.
Right.
We know why you put the shine on it.
right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you had the
Put that
team
extra
there.
buffer out. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the time to go to a break. When we get back from the break, I'm going to let
NFL.
Mr. Sawyer take
NFL.
the mic.
Thank you.
It is free agency frenzy.
Yeah, Lord.
See how I could make me a little 31.7 million for 15 games. Stay tuned to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We will be right back.
How important collecting your money can be to the success of your business. Start your relationship with Fidelity so that we can show you the many options available to you with our merchant services. From click and pay options online to merchant terminals and e-commerce options. We're here to help your business succeed. For more details, speak to one of our business development officers at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit our website at fidelitygroup.com or visit any of our branches.
One thing there is no debate about is that BTC has the best rates. Now, the best rates just got better because you pay half the price of the other guys with your BTC home internet and mobile services combined. Switching to BTC is a no-brainer because I pay less with BTC and get super fast internet with speeds up to 600 megs. The other guys, their internet only go up to 105 megs.
Get all the internet you want at half the price when you bundle your home internet and mobile. Visit a BTC store to make the switch today. Conditions apply.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Good morning and welcome back to On the Clock with Erin Greene, Eric Sawyer III. It is time for your NFL wrap-up. But listen, we got a call on the line. Caller, you're on the clock.
Hey, Erin, I got 2 points.
Okay,
You hang up too quick.
my bad.
I get excited or sorry, boy. I don't know. You might have been a little jealous here.
Yeah.
I thought that's my boy used to call me. Remember, you get to my 2 points because you hanging up on people too quick.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man. Listen. First of all, I welcome the sport, the baseball and softball. I love baseball and softball.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to that in July.
Mm-hmm.
That coming back. And I also look forward to Carista coming up this next month.
Easter weekend.
No, next month. I don't believe swimming with Carista.
Okay. Go on.
Huh?
Go on.
No, I thought you said this weekend.
No, not this weekend. Easter weekend.
Yeah, Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Easter weekend. But I have a question for, sorry about the hang up. Who you think gonna win? I know it's difficult to pick. Who's your chances for the mad man? Who's your team?
Gonzaga.
Who?
Gonzaga.
Why you credit you?
Gonzaga is a well-rounded team. Like, have a look at the games that they've played this year. From first to 15, they have fellas on the team. I might watch a few games with those guys this year. A few of those players played with 4 fouls, 10 minutes left in the second half, and they still managed to work their way through the whole game. They're a smart team. Now, don't get me wrong now. You do have the Cinderellas. You do have teams that, flash in the pan, lightning in a bottle, and they can go to the Elite Eight, maybe even the Final Four. But ultimately, I feel like Gonzaga is going to take it finally at long last, because they're always knocking, but somehow they don't ever put their hand on the door and all turn and walk in. Hello, you going?
Oh, man. I'm sorry about that, caller. I'm sorry about that. And that's March Madness?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's from the male side, yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not big on collegiate basketball, but I see we got a Bahamian coach in there.
We do.
How many coaches have
Coaching?
and playing?
Playing. Well, we have a few fellas. We have a few fellas that's playing. And we definitely have that's Moon McPhee. I think that's his daughter.
Yeah.
Coach in South Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what I read. Yeah.
Yeah. She's the big ish.
All right.
Yeah. She's this, and although they are the 7th seed, they still have just as good a chance as anybody
Well, look at
on the women's side to win.
you can't be joking and get to the 7th seed.
No.
I mean, just because that don't mean that you bad.
No.
Or-
It just means that, maybe a half game separated you from first.
Right. Yeah. And it's about who you play and when.
Exactly.
Right. Some teams get a better roster.
Right. Yeah, the matchups.
Yeah.
The matchups are more favorable.
Absolutely. That's good to know. But guys, call in. Let me give you the call-in numbers. Like I say, I bring Mr. Sawyer here to learn me a thing or two about sports. So you could text us at 422-4796, or you could call us at 323-6232, 325 or 325-4259. All right, so the only
Now
thing...
you heard the beginning.
Yeah.
You heard when we first started.
Yeah.
When we came back from the break.
Yeah. But this is what I'm about to say.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah. Listen, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's back, Dread.
Now, is this the most exciting thing in the league right now? Like, that's the most exciting thing, Tom coming back?
It's still being spoken about.
Yeah.
By all of the sports reporters and whatnot, all of the talk show hosts and whatnot. But there have been some other things going on this week,
Yeah.
Well, last week was Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the trade for 11 different players.
Right. Then Tom Brady now
Yeah.
to start the week. Devonta Adams is now an Oakland Raider. He was traded from the Packers this is 2.5 days after Aaron Rodgers signed a $150 million contract.
Right. You think, was him re-signing with them dependent on that particular player?
No. What happened is, Devonta Adams felt slighted in the fact that, hold on, the reason why he's such a good quarterback, because you can't catch the ball that you're throwing
Yeah.
team. And you all paid him. You all supposed to pay me last year. Didn't pay me because you didn't know what he was going to do if he was going to come back. Now he back, and y'all still ain't talking this big money with me, man. I said, let me go.
Right. And you're absolutely right. Like a solid arm is necessary to play the game, but you rely on that receiver
Right, to
to
catch the
be
ball.
there.
Exactly.
And we could see it's the quarterback is important, but that receiver is making the play.
Exactly. And now he goes to pair with Derek Carr and Oakland. Oakland. Wow. Las Vegas Raiders.
Right. They used to be the Oakland Raiders. Yeah.
He's now going to pair with him. And now that makes the AFC West, the division that they're from. That's now the Denver Broncos now with Russell Wilson.
Right.
And that's a solid team. The Las Vegas Raiders now with the best wide receiver in pro football, catching passes from Mr. Derek Carr.
Yeah.
We have the the LA Chargers.
Okay.
Justin Herbert and those fellas. He's a third-year quarterback now. And then we can't forget Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. They all in one division. That's going to be the hardest division in football next year.
It could be the most entertaining division in
For
football
sure.
next year, hopefully.
sure.
But that's a bonus for the other divisions?
That is a bonus because they can kill out themselves and,
Right. Yeah.
because
I
they
like
have to
that.
play each other twice.
Yeah, see, that's some Bahamian strength. Y'all know y'all are the best. I just a little pion. Y'all go beat each other up. And
then I'll see you and, eat your scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
So I read this little rumor when I first heard that Tom Brady was coming back. It said that he's going to the Miami Dolphins.
He was going there from last year,
So
apparently.
I was like, well, then I definitely could watch football now, just to be around to listen to the people talking. Because if Tom Brady joined the Miami Dolphins ain't gonna never, ever shut up.
We'd never have crime here on a Sunday. Whatever day the Dolphins playing,
Yeah.
there'd be no crime.
But then I read that
Everybody can watch it.
that it wasn't a rumor. It was a real serious consideration.
Yeah.
But he wasn't going to go play on the field. He was going to go run the front office. So
Yeah.
what does that
He
mean?
was going there to coach. Yeah, he was.
So I mean, it's just to go
Yeah.
coach. Right.
But when he realized that the starting quarterback at the time would have been Ryan Fitzpatrick, and they wanted to side with him, that's why he defected and he signed with Tampa Bay. Yeah, this is 2 years ago, actually.
Right.
Yeah, he was going to the Dolphins because the Dolphins happen to be in the same division as his former team, the New
Okay.
England Patriots.
Right.
You see?
So now he's going to be playing. Is he still with the Buccaneers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now is Tom? So that begs the question: is Tom coming back on the field, or is he coming back to help the Buccaneers win?
He's coming back on the field. He's coming back to play.
Any
And
talk
help
of
them.
salary yet?
Not as yet. Not as yet. He's trying to get. Oh yeah, man. His salary is $10.4 million for this year.
For 1 year?
Yeah, because he signed a 3-year contract when he left.
Right.
So this is his last year. 10.4 mil.
Okay.
He's trying to sign Julio Jones. He was in his Instagram DMs.
Yeah.
Day before yesterday, trying to speak to Julio Jones, and Julio Jones was one of the more explosive receivers, but he has suffered some hamstring injuries over the last few years.
Okay.
And you need your hamstrings in order to explode.
Yeah.
And but Tom Brady being who he is, if he could get Julio Jones there, Julio Jones is one of the better wide receivers in history in terms of YAC. And YAC stands for yards after catch. After he catches the ball, but you need at least two fellas to attempt to take him down. Because two fellas, he's still dragging you 4 or 5 extra yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can be honest, this is a guilty pleasure of mine. I like watching football reels.
Okay.
I like watching reels, those yaks, especially that,
Yaks,
right? I am impressed. How long could a player keep that up, though?
It depends on his strength and his conditioning. Like Julio is 6'3", 220.
Yeah.
So I have him by 15 pounds.
Yeah.
We're the same height. So they just kind of look at me and, maybe
Get a sense.
with an extra 2 muscles.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so he's trying to get him there because the Rams signed Allen Robinson. And I believe that was just a signing to keep him away from signing with the Niners or the Seahawks or the Cardinals in the Rams division, because we're all in the same division, because I'm a 49er.
Right.
So we're all in the same division, just to keep him away.
So y'all wouldn't get him.
Right, because now the Rams have 5 wide receivers on one team.
So look here, and that's it. There was a question of one of our Bahamian basketball players going, I think the Pacers, same Buddy Hield, going to Pacers, and then they got like 18 guards on the team.
Right.
Are NFL teams now doing that? They paying you to bench you?
Not paying you to bench you, like he'll play. He just won't be as big of a star as he was with the shot.
Right, there you go. But that could ruin your career.
These fellas being paid.
But this is right. You getting paid to not get injured.
Exactly, you being paid to not get injured because now you're not the number one option. So 5 of us line up. Who knows who getting the ball?
Yeah.
All
right.
You fellas got to play for everybody and the running back.
So when I said free agency frenzy, oh man, this is like.
Yeah, teams. Some fellas even up and retired now. The starting guard for the Rams, for the Super Bowl champion Rams, he retired. He said, yeah,
How many years in the league?
It's been in the league 13, 14 years.
Well, okay. After 13, 14 years, you win a ring.
Right.
I could go home now.
Right, like he going out on top.
Yeah.
Vaughn Miller, he started for the Rams in the Super Bowl as a linebacker for the Rams.
Yeah.
Linebacker. Anyway, in any event, he signed with the Buffalo Bills yesterday.
Yeah.
6 years, $120 million. And
that's $20 million a year.
Yeah, man. And he on the back end of his career. So really well and truly, anybody with any good sense knows that he won't play more than but 3 years.
Right.
But still, that's $60 million.
Yeah.
$50 million that is guaranteed. So if he plays...
Spend $25 million of that on Tiger Bomb, Bengay, and Ice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can need all of that.
Absolutely. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I was doing that woman thing again, and I was just thinking, right?
Wow.
And you see how you had the idea of growing gods, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we need to do with our tourism product is we need to figure out how to get these ex-players, these retired players to come down here and like enjoy the place while you teach some people some things, and we invite people to watch you teach them some things.
No problem. That we have ourselves a state-of-the-art
facility, right? And since we're trying to figure out
football field right now, you just got to spray the field.
Yeah.
And if Vaughn Miller could teach you how to get down at a 3-point stance, but we're doing well.
Right. And see, then you add that to your value as a player, right? Because look here, when I leave here, I'm going to go to the Bahamas.
And when people hear that, the Bahamas, The Bahamas.
Yeah, and then
The
they'll know.
Bahamas.
Yeah, you're gonna go grow sports stars, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's attractive. So back into teaching me something.
Yeah. Okay. I tell you, Major League Baseball is now in full swing. They're gonna come back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in full swing. Should be up and running by June.
Uh-huh.
You know, because you still got to have a little bit of spring training.
Uh-huh.
You know, make sure that you're in some sort of, baseball shape.
Mm-hmm.
The Dodgers signed, what's his name? Oh, man, one of the biggest, Freeman.
Uh-huh.
One of the biggest stars from the Braves
Okay.
this week, sorry. That's a gang of money that he about to make as well. To hit a baseball. And now that means they have 4 MVPs now.
I could be honest with you. The last
Betts,
time I watched an
Freeman.
Atlanta Braves game is when Charlie Sheen was in that movie
Wow.
with the Cuban pitcher.
Did you know the Braves are the defending World Series champions? They won the World Series last year.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Yeah. Very
And
good.
that's why they teeth your boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So who are the prospects for this
Freddie
year?
Freeman. That's his name.
Who are the prospects for this year?
What do you mean? In
Is
terms
it too?
of-
It's too early to tell.
It's too early to tell who's gonna win. I mean, they have their, and all fans, have their teams that they want to win.
Right.
And they say the Dodgers and they say the Braves. And the Yankees average. And the Mets have a good chance.
And Chisholm is
A Marlin.
now right.
Mm-hmm.
He's still a Marlin.
And he's on the up and up.
But I'm saying he got to be because he was just every time we saw him, he was doing big things.
Yeah. But he's on the up and up.
As a junior.
He said that he's shooting to, really put his team in the playoffs, as opposed to just being an all-star. Being an all-star is an individual award. If you can put your team in the playoffs, you never know what your team can accomplish.
Yeah, man, and I think that's a lesson that we learned from Charles Barkley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like being a superstar
It's great.
is great, but if you can't win that ring,
Then you're stuck now. As
Yeah.
a 60-something-year-old man being told by Shaq, hey, man, you don't have any rings.
yeah, and ain't nobody like that at all.
Yeah.
What happened to Chris Curry? And what are the Golden State Warriors' chances of getting to the playoffs without him?
Who?
Chris Curry. Sorry, Steph Curry. That's my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's a Bahamian superstar, Dr. Christopher Curry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good save.
Steph Curry.
That was Tuesday night. His ankle was rolled up on.
Yeah.
Fighting for a loose ball. So it wasn't a case of somebody stepped on his ankle. It's not the one that was
Reconstructed.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's the other one. It's called a high ankle sprain for now.
Yeah.
So he'll be out at least another week and a half or so. And
Hold
the
on,
Warriors are currently
Only a week and a half?
Listen to me.
Because when I read the story, it said indefinitely. And that, as a woman, my
thing.
heart sank when I heard that.
One thing about American sports medicine,
Yeah.
they can bring you back now.
Yeah.
They say indefinitely right now, so that way there's no official timetable.
Because I was going to tell that Thompson boy, look here, just go by Bahamas there. We send in some aloe.
Yeah.
We send in some Cerasee.
Yeah.
We will wrap that ankle up for
Yeah.
your boy. Give him a good Bahamian treatment.
Yeah.
Put
And
that
he'll
in
be
some
okay.
salt water.
And he'll be okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, but over there, remember the time they finished with the massages and the treatments and the ointments.
We're looking about 2 weeks and you'll be back.
Yeah, man, 2 weeks
Yeah,
he'll
man,
be back.
I
And the
thought-
Warriors are in a good position right now. They currently the second or third seed in the West. So they're in a good position.
They're not like the Lakers who can't win without LeBron.
No,
Right now.
no. Like if LeBron don't drop 50, the Lakers don't. Like it's 10 games, they 2-8. I don't understand in the last 10 games.
See, y'all blaming Westbrook, right? Y'all don't like Westbrook. It ain't him. It's the boy with the one eyebrow. It's him.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis.
And you know how I know? He ain't never ready for the game. He always come out with his undershirt on. That's how I know.
Yeah, and he just he just too soft, man.
Listen,
Just
I
tissue
just need you
paper.
to know that I was about to ask you, does the monster ever come out?
Yeah, the monster was out 2 years ago, when they played in the bubble, but it's just since then he came to the Lakers injury prone,
Yeah.
When they traded for him, I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you trade for a guy that spent half of last season on the bench?
Because I could be honest, initially I thought Westbrook was the biggest disappointment in the world, but you got a whole team. And it don't feel like if LeBron ain't on the team, he's not on the court, ain't nobody stepping up.
No one's stepping up, man. Man, they had a fella, man, they brought him in off the streets. He got a nice behaving name, like James Johnson or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And he did well when he was on a 10-day contract. As soon as they signed him for the rest of the season, he paid. Yeah, I ain't doing nothing today. I ain't coming out today. I ain't trying to come out.
It turns out like if I ain't not guaranteed you pay my NIB, I ain't working hard, buddy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
That's a note for one of y'all out there to remember to go pay staff NIB, please.
Hurry.
Yeah, especially if you're a government entity.
COVID really uncovered a lot of corruption in that respect. Plenty of employers wasn't paying their clients NIB. Anyway, that's another story for another day.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a sport in and of itself.
There's a different type of sport.
Yeah.
But listen,
that's a sport.
We got 6 minutes left, right? And we got a text here. It says, "Morning. What's your take on Baltimore Ravens and number 8?" That's for you. You know they ain't asking me that.
Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. So who is number 8?
That's the quarterback.
Okay.
He should be back. He should be back healthier than ever. They really need to give him more of an offensive line because running up and down every game, it just don't work out. Because that's not how the league is built, you know. You have the run-pass option, you have the RPOs, yeah? And I fully understand that, that Lamar created that, but he can come across a linebacker one day who can knock him into next year.
Yeah, but that's what I know. The quarterback's job is not to run with the ball. The quarterback's job is to throw it or pass it off.
Yeah,
y'all making this boy run too much. Y'all failing.
And from his days at Louisville, he was always a runner. He just liked to run.
Right.
And he can run, he's from Miami, from the hood in Miami. So
a quick question. Does a quarterback like that cause a offensive line to sort of fall off and forget their game?
Yes, because if we know that he can run anyway, why should I use up all of my energy trying to protect him? He's not going to sit in the pocket.
And take advantage of that space.
I push in. And then when I look out my peripherals to the right side, he's skipping around the back.
Yeah.
And he gone. And yeah, man, he's a dynamic runner. And, he can make fellas miss in space. And, he jukes left and jukes right. And it looks good. But one day he can juke left and the linebacker can be right there juking right.
Yeah.
And if you juke left and I juke right, we meeting.
Break up. And so for me, the job of the quarterback is to not get hit. I tell you, when I went on that sailing course and the boys like, we're going to learn how to capsize the boat. I said, no, sir, I'm a Bahamian. You teach me how to not capsize. Absolutely. We got a quick call, producer, if we could get to that. And then my friend, Prince William and Kate are coming. And before we end the show, I'm going to ask you what sports you think we should play for them. Caller, you're on the clock. Good morning, caller. You still there?
Boy, listen here.
Yeah,
this madness, all kind of big upset.
Okay.
Because you see, Kentucky get beat by the 15th-ranked team.
Like I said earlier, trust me. But Cinderella teams have a big chance.
I'm telling you, man, all kind of upset, boy. This can be very interesting on the whole. So I'll be finished watching the rest of it and see who else can get upset.
Okay, no problem.
Good.
Sounds good, man.
So I'm going to make sure Mr. Sawyer knows to bring us back a March Madness report, progress of the tournament for next week, Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. And then I wonder to what extent does the bubble that you talked about, playing in the bubble without the fans, without that spectator participation.
Right.
NCAA, they're going to have fans in the stands?
They are.
They are going to. I think that's going to definitely shift the game, right? Because these guys would not have been playing with fans for 2 years, basically.
Basically, yes. But many people in the United States have gotten vaccinated.
Yeah.
So of course now they're allowed to
go into.
Right. They go into
That's good.
Stadiums.
Yeah.
So with that, yeah, man, the fans are back. And let me tell you something about college sports fans. They're fanatics. Like you think sock fans bad? Check college.
Yeah.
Check college sports fans.
Yeah, man, I remember the movie with Shaq in it.
But the stadiums are twice the size of NFL stadiums, Michigan Stadium can seat comfortably 110,000.
Wow.
Meanwhile, I'd like to go see a Dolphins game. It's like 58,000 people.
Well, but I tell you,
58,000 seats. Yeah.
yeah,
Like that's so serious.
the energy is in
Yeah.
the money is in NFL,
Right.
but the energy is in high school and collegiate sports, buddy.
Yeah.
Because that's where the drive is to get to the NFL. And if
Exactly.
you're not driving from your first, you put your first foot on the pitch in high school, you ain't gonna make it to the NFL.
Trust me, one time I made the wrong turn and I ended up in Alabama. And from you make the wrong turn and end up in Alabama, all you see is the Alabama A.
Yeah.
Because with Alabama Crimson Tide is it.
Right.
There's nothing else going on there. We have Charles Barkley and we have the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Right. And
that's all ever come out of Alabama.
For Bahamians who want to see Bahamian sports at that international level, that's the type of culture that you have to develop around that sport
Yeah,
and those
man.
players. You got to commit to it. And with only 400,000 of us, that'll let you know 50% of your energy got to go into celebrating and supporting sports.
In all aspects.
So look here, I got 1 minute with you. Let me upset you, because I mean, what type of woman would I be if I didn't? And Kate are coming. From what I know, they mini regatta in and possibly in Montague Harbor.
Yeah. Okay.
So, use the Bahamian Minister of Sports. What sports you putting on display for them?
Real sport or you mean jokey sport?
Look here, whatever you doing.
A real sport to put on is to show and prove that we do indeed play soccer here.
Yeah.
You know.
Because we sending a team to play against Martinique, friendly.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Show them that we can play. You know, and who knows, they may make a call and we get some equipment.
Okay.
And whatnot here. Also, somber news, I even forgot to say.
Yeah.
There was a car accident 2 days ago. 9 players, including the coach for the New Mexico golf team,
Oh no.
was in a car accident and died.
In the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh,
2 days ago.
condolences.
Yeah, man. They were at a tournament
Yeah.
coming up on the highway. Somehow, some way, a truck just slammed into them head first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Killed
And
nine.
to have
the
a whole
driver died on a
team.
30, and you know, I mean, everything was all, you know, explosion, you know, burning up. But yeah, he was riding with his son, looked like, because his son died too.
Yeah. Condolences. And to have a whole team pass away at one time, the space that they hold in a community, in a company, in a community is just massive. And so we send out prayers to their family and to their fans, you know, to the whole community. Look here, we got to go. That means I can't tease you anymore. William and Kate, you come in. I can have a cultural display for you, including porking, hopscotch. We even doing diving, but not the type of diving you think. We going to church. Bring your long speech so we could show you how we dive in the Bahamas. Anyway, thank you for joining me, Mr. Sawyer.
Thanks for having me.
Next week, March Madness, and then I'm going to tell you, not only am I doing synchronized bubbling for the crown, I am in my flamingo pants.
I see it.
I'm going to go catch me 3 flamingos, and I am going to train them to do a aerial display for the prince and the princess. We got to go. Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned. Guardian Radio AM is up next with Cecil News.
Tipping time and I ain't got a dime. Come on. Woo. Yes, man. Check this. Driving down the road, when I get stopped, police get out, run him out, boy, you're caught in top. He said, if you don't want this ticket, you know just what to do. I done pay road tax, I pay road tax, now I gotta pay you to what? Tip, 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 everybody want tip. If you want to get some service, you know you better tip. What? Tip, 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 boy, behave me like tip. If you want to get good service, you know you gotta tip. Yes! Chocolate!
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.